Hallo, willkommen zurück bei Game of Thrones. In der letzten Episode ging es ja darum, dass wir uns als Lord erstmal dem schönen Lord Whitehill, glaube ich, hieß er, gegenüberstellen mussten, weil er wissen wollte, hey, wo ist der Kerl, der unsere Männer umgebracht hat, der Schweinefarmer so gesehen. Und am Ende der Episode waren wir dabei, wo wir zur Königin gehen sollten und sie wohl anlügen sollen, und da steigen wir doch mal direkt wieder ein jetzt. So. Cersei, dummes Stück. Oh. Wer die Serie schaut oder die Bücher gelesen hat, der weiß, was das für ein Miststück ist. Ach, ich muss selber laufen, na super. Ist das Tyrion bei ihr? Das sieht aus wie Tyrion. Hier vorne. Tyrion Lannister. Die Königsgarde. Ja, das ist Tyrion.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this
evening? Ja, siehst du mal, die haben sogar die Original-Synchronen-Stimmen. Also die echten Stimmen.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Würde ich mich mal wohl hinknien.
Your Grace.
Ja, das erwartet bestimmt.
Impressive. You may rise. House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Okay.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Nein, die sind keine Verräter. Müssen wir, ja, agreeen.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Clearly, her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all.
Ja, verdammt, hätte ich doch lieber das B nehmen sollen.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end.
Ich weiß nicht so genau, was wir sagen sollen oder
nicht. Old allegiances are
nicht.
not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house.
Sagen einfach mal ja.
You'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock.
Oh ja.
It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Ach, ich mochte schon immer den Tyrion, der ist cool.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl?
Nein!
If anyone could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Ich würde das jetzt gerne nochmal machen.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer.
Ach,
I will not
Manu!
have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can...
Okay. Ganz ehrlich, gibt's da nochmal irgendwie... Ich werde mal schauen. Dass wir da jetzt nochmal einen Savepunkt kriegen, weil irgendwie... nervt mich das jetzt so ein bisschen, dass wir jetzt nicht wirklich... nicht unbedingt das Richtige genommen haben, das würde ich gar nicht sagen, aber... weil ich mir nie so ganz sicher war, welches nehme ich jetzt? Und irgendwie hat mich das jetzt nicht so zufriedengestellt, wie ich das wollte. Aber wenigstens kommen wir gleich bei der Königin wieder an. Sorry! Jetzt müssen wir uns das nochmal anschauen. Aber es war auch bei Game of Thrones, das auch schon, bei Walking Dead so.
You can do this.
Weil ich dachte, dass ich dann das Ergebnis bekomme, was ich haben möchte. Also jetzt nicht vom Game her gesehen, sondern von meinem eigenen Willen her. Lauf. Und dann irgendwie was falsch gemacht hatte, was ich gar nicht so wollte. Da habe ich das dann auch nochmal gemacht und deswegen, ganz ehrlich, so gefällt mir das nicht ganz.
Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Natürlich.
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Und wir tun uns natürlich wieder hinknien.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Ich hoffe, ich mache nicht nochmal aus Versehen dieselbe Scheiße. Sorry.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
Ooh.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Okay.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Ich sag einfach King Joffrey.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Der Tyrion cool.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is
Oh,
your
God.
house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
Ja, ja. Mhm.
The
Ich
girl
sollte
has
mal
a
absetzen,
remarkable
ja.
talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Also Tyrion scheint uns zu mögen.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies.
Okay.
I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Ich sag mal,
I
aber nicht.
won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
Jo.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the
Okay,
false assumption
mal schauen,
that
jetzt
he
nehme ich
would
mal
one
das,
day
was
rule the
ich
Seven
auch noch im
Kingdoms.
Kopf hatte.
Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Ja, ja. Ich will auch nicht mit Cersei quatschen.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
Ja, das ist jetzt dieselbe Frage von vorhin, aber ich trotzdem sagen, was ich sagen wollte.
What would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer.
That's me, girl.
I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Auf jeden Fall.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants.
Oh,
which is not
Miststück.
very encouraging.
Dass du nicht alles tust, um zu kriegen, was du willst, ey. Ich Cersei. Oh.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Oh, Elfo spielt Lefty.
I'll walk you out.
Ihr
This
kennt
may come
wahrscheinlich
as a
Elfo.
surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
Also in Tyrion
We
vertraue
only
ich
spoke
irgendwo ein
briefly, but
bisschen.
your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear.
Oh,
Poor
yeah.
Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although
Yeah.
Cersei seemed quite pleased.
Müssen wir ja.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences.
Oh ja, haben wir so.
She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them.
Hatte sie nicht sogar mal in der Serie
must
gesagt, sie
find
wollte ihm
our
irgendwie den
amusements where we
Stiel
can.
abschneiden oder irgendwie im
She
Kissen
threatened to
ersticken?
give
Irgend
your
sowas.
ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the
Yeah.
Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei.
Oh,
Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you
aha.
and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk
Yeah.
I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion.
Yeah.
Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Ah, Sansa.
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Oh ja, oh ja. Was dann jetzt so alles abgeht. So, was wird Marjorie sagen? Oder? Da ist nicht
Mira,
Marjorie.
I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
Ich denke, dass es
It went
gut
well.
gelaufen ist.
Really? That's a relief.
Ich denke es
Cersei is
zumindest.
known for being rather difficult.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding.
Oh ja, die Hochzeit war auch ganz toll in der Serie.
Way at the back. Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Oh Mann.
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour. Which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun.
Ja, aber die Marjorie hat ewig gebraucht, das zu arrangieren.
I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Stressig? Anstrengend?
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you become queen?
Nö. Ich glaub
He
nicht.
does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
Nö,
I'd
nicht
be
Joffrey.
willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen
Also,
of the 7 Kingdoms.
nee, ganz ehrlich, wenn man mal guckt, was der denn so alles treibt, der Joffrey, obwohl.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect
Ah,
match.
die Brienne, die ist ja eine Riesenfrau, kann man sagen. Also sie ist bestimmt 1,90, knapp 2 Meter. Hallo, Marjorie?
Well? Sarah?
Ich
We're
sag
sorry,
einfach.
my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Oh ja, ich auch.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
Also ich hatte mal geguckt, in Grafikeinstellungen ist nicht sehr viel einzustellen, also dass es so verschwommen ist, ich weiß nicht, ob das wohl so sein soll.
It will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please.
Nicht
If you
jeder.
showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly.
Ja. Achso.
Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family.
Oh ja. Es ist
I
immer so
do
bei...
appreciate
man
your
weiß nicht, was
willingness to
man
appease
machen
her,
soll.
as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Wir werden sie fragen. Mutti wollt's.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Kurz einen
It's
Schluck
about
trinken.
my family.
Sorry.
I trust her.
Ich weiß es nicht. Ich weiß es nicht. Lass uns mal da bleiben. Obwohl ich ein schlechtes Gefühl habe.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady.
Ja, sie
I
versucht
will
es
send a raven
wenigstens.
to my family at once.
King's Road. Road, ja. Ach, da sind wir ja wieder. Hat jemand gekillt?
Seven hells.
Okay, er ist loyal zu irgendeinem Haus. Was? Bolton, denke ich mal. Aua, was machen die da?
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Ah, nicht
Did
er,
you
oder?
know my ancestors wore the skins
Oh,
of their enemies
nee.
as a coat?
Ich kann ihn nicht leiden, den Kerl. Ach, Menno.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have
Smack
full
zurück.
enough practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a droning cat.
Der rote, wenn es rot wird, dann heißt es immer,
As
man
my
muss
father
aufpassen, dass
likes
man nicht
to
entdeckt
say,
wird.
A naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the warden of the
Soll der
North.
Kerl echt nackt sein? Das kann man leider nicht
He
wirklich
does
sehen.
now.
Die Männer werden wahrscheinlich denken, na gut,
How
so.
much further is it?
Nö, hat doch
For
was an.
these foresters.
Oh, ich hasse den Kerl so
Day,
sehr.
my lord. Two at most.
Ach ja,
What
tritt
is that?
mit dem Zweig.
My lord?
Shh. Listen.
Oh oh.
There.
Hear that? I know I heard something.
Ich bleib einfach mal still stehen. Wenn ich renne, weiß man auf jeden Fall, dass da was war.
Never
Ich bin
mind.
nicht da.
We've wasted enough time already.
Ich glaube, das war die richtige Entscheidung, die ich da getroffen habe. Wollen wir uns jetzt mal den Kerl angucken? Ja, das habe ich doch gehofft, dass wir mal sehen, wie der von vorne aussieht. Was er da wieder für ein schönes Meisterwerk hingestellt hat, der Kerl. Erstmal ein bisschen schneller gehen. Er geht nicht schneller. Vor allem so ein paar Stöckchen halten im Kerl fest, da muss man sich auch mal überlegen. Oh,
Bloody hell.
okay. Okay. Interessant, wir haben es geschafft, Cersei einigermaßen zu überzeugen, dass wir nicht so böse sind. Und ja, auch haben wir die Marjorie gefragt, ob sie unserer Familie helfen würde. Und wie es dann weitergeht, sehen wir in der nächsten Folge. Bis dahin, ciao!